Alright, what's going on, guys? So I'm going to show you how you can transform this into this in just a few steps. So first things first, you want to obviously get your image and then cut them out. I've already done that. If you want a tutorial on how to cut out an image, which is very, very simple, just let me know and I can go ahead and get that for you guys. So the first thing you want to do is get an upscaler. I use Gigapixel. You don't have to use Gigapixel. You can use something in a browser. I can link a good one in the description below for you guys to use if you guys do not want to pay for Gigapixel. But the first thing you want to do is just camera roll on Topaz if you have Topaz. Topaz isn't crucial, but it does help a lot. It just gives you what camera raw cannot do with texture and clarity. At least in my opinion, it makes it look better. So next, you just want to do your shadows and highlights. So what I do with that, I make a new layer, and then I click Shift F5 and make it a 50% gray layer. And then I'll clipping mask it to my player, and I'll switch the blending mode to overlay, and I'll come over here to the dodge and burn tools, and you just want a dodge tool for like the highlights on the skin and like the jerseys and stuff. You can come to the face and do it up here. So you just want to kind of do that, and I just get some like the highlights with the dodge tool. And with the burn tool, you just want to come and get like the shadows and stuff and make it just make it pop. I like to set my exposure for both dodge and burn to 34%. I just find that's what works best for me. So you just want to go through. You want to do that with your creases in your jerseys, and your skin tones, like where creases in your skin, like shadows in the skin, just to make it pop, give it some more detail. The pants with this white, you kind of want to get it pretty dark, just so it kind of definitely pops. And with the dodge and burn tool as it is, it will automatically get darker the darker darker spot you are. So like right here, right, it's not gonna be as dark as if I were to do it right here. You can see. So once that's done, you'll select something close to this. And then my next step I like to do, actually should look close to this. I don't know why that was wrong. My next step I like to do a color lookup, which does that. So you're gonna come down here, take your little half circle thing, click it, color lookup, and then for the 3D LUT file, I like to do 3strip.look, and it makes it like pink. Just add some color to the skin. Okay, that's not deleted. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna delete it, guys. Okay, anyways, just gonna get rid of that for now. Can I delete it? No, I don't know why I can delete it. Anyways, after that, there we go. That's bothering me. Sorry. Anyways, after that, you want to not make it so red. I like to do a selective color. So pretty much the same thing. You click that. But instead of going to color lookup, you want to come down here to selected color and click that. And you just want to change the settings around to it looks to you like it. And so after that, what I like to do a hue and saturation layer to get rid of all these blues and stuff on anything that should be white. So with that, you want to do anything that's white, gray, or black. So I like to do that, and then as you can see, to keep it realistic, I like to keep the dirts, like dirt and stuff like that. So how you would do that is, so we're just gonna cover this up real quick. How you would do that? You just want to get a soft brush. You just want to come over where dirt would be, so you can see it right there. So you just want to turn it on, and then click X to make it a black. White adds and black subtracts from your mask. And if you don't know how to do a mask, you just click this button right here. So if you just want to make a soft brush, and a little shortcut is if you hold Alt and then right click, it brings this circle up. And to make it bigger and smaller, you go right to make it bigger, left to make it smaller, and to make it soft and hard. To make it soft, you just want to go up, and then hard to go down. So with that being said, you want to use a soft black brush, and you just kind of want to paint back on over here until you start seeing that color come back, like the blue colors. Just want to then soft mask it back into the brush and just keep it with the dirt. So, and after that, I like to go for the eyes. I forgot to do the teeth in a little preview, so you can see that real quick. But I like to just also get the teeth right, just make it look kind of more aesthetically pleasing. So you have the lights, or the white eyes and the white teeth. And that's pretty much it. There's pretty much not anything else to do. So here's what the finished product will look like, and here's what the before product will look like. If you do want to see my camera raw settings, here they are. Once this loads, any day now. Alright, so the camera raw settings vary for every image. This is what I did for this image. I just did 13 contrast, negative 28 highlights, 16 shadows, plus 13 whites, minus 27 blacks for the color, plus 7 on the vibrance, and subtracted a little bit on the minus 3 on saturation. On every image I do, I always raise the vibrance and lower the saturation a little bit. And then effects, just a little bit of texture and clarity is all you really need, because if you have topaz, if you do not have topaz, that's when you can raise this to like 30s. But since I do have topaz, you do not need to have high texture or clarity. And then we go down to detail, and I sharpen it a little bit with a little bit of noise reduction, and I always max out the color noise reduction. And then we're gonna try and bring up topaz without just like crashing my computer. Okay, so what I do for topaz, I just do clarity, and then I click apply, and then I'll click crisp, and then I'll go down to finishing touches. I'll go to transparency, and I'll mess with this until it looks good. And so once that's all done, this is what it could come out to look like. It just make your image look 10 times better. So with that being said, I hope this does help you guys. Peace out.